Thanks for checking out my channel again. I've got a new video here, and this one is going to be on stone maintenance, primarily ceramic and actually natural or Arkansas stones. So what you see here in the sharpening pond, I've got a Sharpening Glass Pro 4000 grit that I've used quite a lot for polishing, and you can see that I've been using it for knives and instead of say a hand plane blade. And so if I were going to be sharpening my hand plane blade on this, I want to reflatten or resurface this. This also is going to be, you can see the darkness on this Arkansas hard stone. All this darkness, and you can feel it. If it starts to feel glassy or glazed over, pay attention. You're going to want to watch this video. So what we're going to use for the Sharpening is their dedicated Sharpening lapping plate, the 5100 or 50,100. And we're going to take this, add a couple of pencil marks to this so we can see, and basically we'll know that we're going to add some water. We're going to know that this stone is flat and smooth once there is no more pencil or metal markings. So with the lapping plate, which is made from nickel coated float glass with diamonds, you're going to want to use the same number of strokes and motion and pressure each time. So we're going to spin this and rotate the plate because we don't want our lapping plate to get worn out of square. So let's take a look, see if we have any pencil marks. Okay, so this is exactly what you would expect. The center of the plate, so right here, gets the heaviest amount of usage. So we need to wear away all of the high spots, because if I were going to sharpen a hand plane blade, what would happen is the blade would sharpen unevenly, because this is the low point, this centerpiece here, where this has not been worn away by the lapping plate, is the low point of the stone. It's dished out a little bit. And we want to make sure it's perfectly smooth. These lapping plates have a very tight tolerance for flatness. And so we're going to keep on flattening this plate, the sharpening stone, until the stone is completely white. And there we go. So if I take some water and I spray, you can see we've removed all of the pencil marks, and this blade is ready, or this stone is ready to be reused again. Now, what about the Arkansas stone or a natural stone? Now, there's a couple different things going on with this. If you look at the back here, you can see I've never used the back side. There's oil stains in it. And this, again, is an oil stone. You can see the darkness here, though, and it's pretty glassed over. So I want to get this back to an aggressive course. I want to get all this debris off. And so I could use like an Atoma 140 or a 400, something like this, and use it as a lapping plate. That would work. But this is a water or dry plate. I don't want to get oil contaminated in this plate. So there's a couple options that we can do. And what I'm going to use is just a 120 grit sanding block. So this is a 120 grit piece of sandpaper or sandpaper block. And I'm going to go back and forth on the stone and abrade the stone surface, which is going to help remove the metal shavings that are caught in it. And another thing I could do is I could take a piece of glass and take a piece of, I'm using, I would say, a piece of glass because it's very flat. Take a piece of sandpaper and tape that down, and then take the stone and rub the stone against the sandpaper. And what that's going to do is renew the surface of the stone. You can see it's starting to get lighter here, because we're removing that top blinded layer, the glassy layer or the glazed layer of the stone. Now, you're going to notice on your sandpaper that it starts to get, the sandpaper starts to get glazed over and less aggressive. And that's where this abrasive stick cleaner comes in super handy. I don't want to do this over the stones because then I'll be just putting the material back right onto the stone. So I'm going to do it off to the side, but hopefully the camera can see. I'm just rubbing this. It's kind of like a giant eraser. Rub it a few times against the sandpaper. And the sandpaper comes back to life. Okay? Then we're going to go again. And we're getting, now I can feel this. I know that you can't feel it through the camera, but I can feel that this Arkansas stone is more aggressive, which is exactly what I want. So I hope that helps. Be sure to maintain your stones and they'll take care of your blades. I appreciate you checking out this channel and these videos. Hopefully this helps. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with somebody that might find it interesting, and hopefully you learned something. Leave a comment below. I always read and reply to the comments, and I appreciate learning your tricks of the trade as well. Dan for All out.